Hello, welcome back to the channel. I've got a super quick and easy project for us today. We are going to make a fabric key fob. And not only is it going to be cute, it's going to be like a two-tone one. And I have these scrap fabrics. This one's got little foxes on it. This one has little mushrooms. They came in a fat quarter pack together. You'll need some interfacing. I usually use like a lightweight or medium weight interfacing. I don't like mine to be super stiff, so I have just kind of a leftover piece of scrap from doing that. And I will explain all of the measurements here in a little bit. You'll need your hardware. So this is like a little thing to smush it down. And I got a bunch of different colors. So once we're done, we'll go through and figure out which one we like the best and put it on. And then you'll need an iron to attach your interfacing with. And I believe that's it. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Before we jump into things today, my little foxes just want to say they hope you were subscribed to this channel. I've got a lot of cool things coming up. So if you're not subscribed, just go down, hit subscribe down below. It helps me and the channel more than you know. It helps me to keep making these videos, keep creating. But let's jump right into it. And I'm going to edit this as little as possible just so you can see how truly quick and easy this comes together. With our fabrics here, as you can see, these are directional fabrics. So my foxes are going this way, my mushrooms are going this way. So we'll just keep that in mind when you're putting them together. When I make my little fabric key fobs, I cut mine at 4 inches by 11 inches. Since we are doing a two-tone one, we just need these two minus that 1/4 inch seam allowance to add up to 11 inches. When I do the two-tone ones, I like to do 3 inches of my accent fabric, so it'll be 3 1/4 that we cut. And of my main piece of fabric, I will cut 8 1/4. So I will go ahead and cut this. Again, they're going to be 4 inches wide. So I'm going to cut that 4-inch mark off. Cut this 4 inches. And then again, I said I want this to be 8 1/4 long. So we will go 8 1/4 and then save that scrap for later, for another project, another day. All right, we'll set that aside, pull our mushrooms around. Again, we'll start with our 4 inches and then we'll cut it down to size. And then this one, again, I said I like it to be 3 inches, so we're going to cut 3 1/4. And then set that aside. And just kind of remember where your direction your fabric is going. Then for my interfacing, usually it should be cut the same length as your key fob that you're cutting. So normally it should be like 11 inches. The roll that I have is actually a 20-inch roll, so I just cut 1 inch off and then I cut it in half to get like a 10-inch one. That's alright because that last like 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch is in the hardware, so it doesn't make a huge difference. I waste a lot less doing it this way. So let's pull our fabric around. I want these to be facing opposite ways so that when they are together, your mushrooms will be upright on the one side. Foxes will be upright on the other side. The foxes will be upside down this way, but that'll be all right. So we're going to put these facing opposite ways, put them right sides together, and let's go over the sewing machine and we'll sew that down at a 1/4 inch. And this machine likes to eat fabric sometimes, so I start with the little piece there to get it going to make sure it does not eat my fabric. And I don't worry about back stitching at the start and end here because this is going to be sewed down anyway. And then I think I forgot to mention at the beginning, we will need a heat press to be able to attach our interfacing and to fold this. Press that and then just fold it open. We're going to press this on the bias now. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold it in half, hot dog style like this. Press that so we have a nice crease there. Then we'll open it, fold it one side into that crease, and we'll press it again. Same with this side. And that'll leave us like 4 distinct sections. So let's go ahead and do that. Again, fold those wrong sides together, make a little hot dog. that down. You can see that crease. Now we'll flip one side in to towards the crease. Flip it around. All right, now you can see how we have 4 distinct sections. Remember, we cut this 1 inch by like 10 to 11. This will fit right in one of those middle 2 things. And I just kind of center it. You see I got about a 1/2 inch on each side. So I'll just move this over here. Press that down. And I usually fold the one side in just so it doesn't stick to my iron. Fuse that on. So now we've got our interfacing in there. I'm going to fold this back together. So I'm going to fold my 2 ends, fold them back together like this. And I'm just going to give it a good press all together like this. And I will put a couple clips on here just to help hold it still. We are almost done already. So now we are just going to sew down, top stitch down both sides of this. So I'm going to start kind of in the middle here to make sure this end stays together. I'm going to go over, go down, go across, and back up. And you're just going to sew kind of real close to the edge. We are just top stitching it to keep it closed. Alright, now that I'm down to the end, I'm going to lift my presser foot. Go on over to the other side. And keep going. And again, I'm not bothering with the back stitching at the start and end because it's going to be in my little hardware here in a minute. So I'm just going to trim up a bunch of these threads. So now, let's pick out what hardware we want. This I just get on Amazon. This came with a bunch of different ones. I got black, I got this rainbow. I've got this dark gray one. I think that looks perfect. So this I'm going to look at, I kind of like this side of the fabric better than this side. So that I'm going to use as my outside. So I'm going to fold it this way. And then I do kind of like to trim these little corners. You don't have to do this. Sometimes they have threads that'll stick out if I don't. Maybe that's user error, I don't know. So this, I'm just going to put a clip on this to help hold it still for a minute. And these, you just open this. This sits right in here. And you just kind of close it enough to hold it still. Slide this in here. And smush it down. And then there we go. See how quick and easy that was? Now we have this adorable little 2-tone key fob. Foxes on one side, little mushrooms over here. Oh, it's so cute. I can't wait to use this. I hope you've enjoyed how quick and easy this really was. You can get this hardware on Amazon for super cheap. I think this entire bag, which I've used a bunch of them now, I think this entire bag was like 12 bucks, and it came with the little installation tool. I want to say there were like 50 in it maybe, but super worth it, super easy to sell at markets. They're a perfect little thing to have hanging right by your little checkout stand. People will see these and they're like, I need something for my keys, obviously. But please make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you can see all the cool things that I have coming up. Thank you guys for tuning in today, and I'll see you next time.